Hello there, water signs. It's Kate from Caleb's Tarot. How are you guys? So then, let's get stuck into the end of month, please. I do apologise, I couldn't really put anything out at the beginning of the month. Explaining the previous vid, family priorities have had to come first. Some of you guys know what's going on, some don't. For those that don't, just rest assured, you know, life throws shit at you sometimes, and you just got to find a way to deal with it as best as you can, don't you? Let's get stuck in anyway. So, water signs, Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. It is Scorpio season. Happy birthday to the Scorpios. Mine was on the 8th. I had a fabulous time. I hope those other Scorpios have had a fabulous time or are going to have a fabulous time. So let's get stuck into this then. I'm going to, obviously these readings are just going to be based around love. So let's throw some cards around and see where we go with this. So, Scorpio first. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. What messages do you have for Scorpio during this Scorpio season? November 2018. Scorpio. That feels about right. Okay, you guys, let's see what your energies are like. Up first, the Six of Swords. The Eight of Cups reversed. The Eight of Wands reversed. The Six of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands. The Queen of Swords reversed. The World. The Knight of Cups. Okay, some of you guys really are having to start again. And I'm sort of wondering if for some of you this is a bit like an anniversary of a breakup, or an anniversary of that realisation you have to walk away from someone. I've got here a lot of ignorance going on, a lack of attention, a lack of recognition, but we can't walk away emotionally. We've kind of separated from the drama of this. We've let that situation end. It maybe got too jealous, too needy, too clingy, but we've still got an emotional attachment. So clearly, whatever messages are coming through for Scorpios at the moment, it's someone who, it's over, it's ended, but there's still that emotional attachment there. I don't feel like this is recent. Well, like I said earlier on, this feels like more of an anniversary. So this could be, you know, from a year back or 2 years back or even 10 years back, you know. This just feels like an anniversary of some sort. Okay, I've got the Star. This is like overall guidance and what's coming towards you. Okay. Let's throw some Romance Angel cards and see what they say. Got Deception. And I've got Engagement. I'll throw one more. Unrequited Love. So yeah, I think for some of you just need to confirmation that everything happens for a reason. So if there was this person from your past, and it's probably been about a year or two or more to the month, where things have kind of fallen apart and you've had to let go, Spirit's coming through to sort of say, look, you're destined for better things. Your love life can, you know, go up to the next level. But in order for that to happen, you need to stop deceiving yourself. I feel like this is self-deception and unrequited love, you know, because whenever we see the unrequited love card, it's usually to tell someone, listen, you might be in love with them, but it's not necessary that they're in love with you. You know, it's not necessarily obvious, or it's not necessarily true that they're in love with you. And obviously this emotional tie from the past has got to stop, because it was a false start. That was what it was. That was what it was meant to be. And I've got the Two of Pentacles reversed. So there was clearly either somebody else involved in this that you may not have been aware of at the time. And it's not worth the fight. It's just not worth it anymore. This conflict, whatever it is, needs to drop. Inner conflict, I mean, Scorpio. The Star is there to say there is hope for your future. You can move on, but not until you clear your energy. of what's been holding you back. Okay, so now, I mean, this is straight up kick up the backside, Scorpio. Time to move on. If something keeps, even if you're seeing someone new and there's just this fling or romance or other relationship from your past, and it's like, oh, what if I just wish I could go back and just do things differently, or try this or try that. Sort of saying, no, none of that BS anymore. No. It's your birthday season. No need for these kind of flashbacks and memories to haunt you at all. Obviously, this can't resonate for every single one of you, but for those that it does resonate with, take this and heed this message as a sign to say enough is enough. We have got to let go emotionally, because this has dragged on for far too long if it's showing up in the now. So I hope this helps some of you, and should you need to go a bit deeper with this, feel free to, or you just want a more personal kick up the backside, feel free to email me if you've got the gut to take it. If you're a through and through Scorpio like myself, I'm sure you'll be able to take it. Right. In the meantime, let's move on and check out Cancer. So, Cancer. What's going on with the Cancers during this Scorpio season? Cancer. Sun, Moon and Rising. What's going on in November 2018 for the Cancers? November 2018 for Cancer. Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, let's take a look then, Cancer. So, up first, Knight of Wands, the Devil, the King of Cups reversed, the King of Wands reversed. I'm not liking this, I'm not going to lie. What in the hell? Quite literally. The Five of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Swords are reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Five of Wands. Kind of want to say, this is similar to the Scorpio's message, but in a different way. This isn't so much about clinging on to someone specific. I mean, yes, someone specific may sort of pose an issue in this spread, but this is more about letting go of bad habits, Cancer. I'm sorry, I've got to say it like it is. If some of you are watching this and, I say bad habits, but it could be anything. I mean, from what I'm seeing here, we've got the Devil and we've got the Knight of Wands. So we've got very inconsistent behaviour. Backwards and forwards, and I kind of want to say it's with the bad habits. I.e., we start bettering ourselves, but the devil calls you back. And the devil represents the guilty pleasure, the drug addiction, the alcohol addiction, the gambling addiction, the sexual addiction, or being addicted to a person. It's whatever holds you back. But the key with the devil always is you keep yourself in this position. When the devil is in the upright, you hold yourself in this position. The chains around their neck are not tight, they're loose. They can be easily lifted off and you can easily walk away from this, but you choose not to. It's giving into temptation at its finest. In whatever way that goes for you. And this inconsistency of, it could even be, because I do have swords in the reverse as well, it could even be lies. It could even be telling someone that you've sorted yourself out and that, life is relatively okay for you now. But that's putting on a front. That's not necessarily the case here. Don't get me wrong, if you're a Cancer coming to this and your life is absolutely fucking perfect, I say absolutely fantastic, that's great for you, good for you, but have some respect for those who are surrounded by this energy. It's not very nice, and the last thing they want to do is hear that somebody else's life is better than theirs. You know, if you can hear fireworks in the background, I do apologise, not much I can do about that. It's what we're on now, the 17th of November, and people still think it's bonfire night. Idiots. Anywho, so we've got this sort of, I say, bad habit thing that we're tied to, and we may not be being perfectly honest about just how bad it is, or being honest about fixing anything. And then we move to the King of Cups, and the King, for me, will always be the Cancerian, and it's reversed. So I feel like this represents you, Cancer. Don't get me wrong, you could be involved with the water signs. That's 100% possible. I would say if this guy or girl is somebody else for you, they're emotionally manipulative and they're emotionally unavailable. This could be someone who you're addicted to. Otherwise, Cancer, if this represents yourself, again, this is being emotionally manipulative. Playing on other people's feelings to get your own way, in other words. And it's also being emotionally distant, using someone else's emotions whilst you may not bear any at the moment within yourself. You know, needing the drama of emotionally extensive situations because you're feeling extremely numb at the moment. Psychologically it happens. You know, even if you realise that you don't, or you could, like I say, be involved with somebody who is like that, you know, cause a lot of drama and stuff because they're emotionally numb and they have to get that kind of buzz from somewhere, you know. But then we move to the King of Wands in the reverse, and this is where I'm bothered, because the King in the reverse, especially when it's surrounded by difficult cards including the Devil, signifies, I can't even talk today, you guys, it signifies an abusive partnership, a relationship. And when I say abusive, I mean vile, emotionally abusive and physically abusive. Whoever I'm speaking to today, and I really don't think it's many of you, I feel like it's less than a handful of you. Spirit is giving you a massive fucking reality check to say this is not getting any better. Money may be involved. Spirit's saying, hang on to your money. There's money coming in, hang on to it. This could pose a problem in terms of finances. Hence why I had to bring addictions into it as well. Thinking the fight is worth it here, because obviously when the Five of Swords is in the upright, we're fighting a losing battle, we'd rather walk away. In the reverse, you feel like it's worth the fight. But while the Devil's in play, it's never going to be worth the fight. Don't forget, swords about what goes on in your head. This is just telling me how you may be thinking at this time. Oh, it's worth it. This situation can change. I can change. They can change. No. While there are ties, especially if you are connected to someone who is instigating this behaviour, no. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is a lack of honest communication. There is no real talk going on about the severity of the situation. And the Five of Wands is that conflict, arguments, inner conflict, whatever. I want to leave, but I don't want to leave. I want to quit this, but I don't want to quit this. And it's this back and forwards notion, which is the Knight of Wands. So, you know, don't shoot the messenger. I can't interpret these cards in any other bloody way. If you feel like, you know, you can do better, be my guest. Let's take a look at future advice and possible predictions. The Ten of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Hermit. Well, it couldn't be more clearer, could it? And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. maybe some of you who really do want this massive change are becoming a bit impatient because you really want it, but for some strange reason either you're holding yourself back or you're allowing someone else to hold you back. And I feel a growing impatience, which is a good sign in this situation. That tells me whoever's energy I'm picking up on at the moment, and like I say, I shouldn't imagine it's any more than a handful of you, but whoever energy I'm picking up at the moment, that growing impatience is good, because that's showing we're growing fed up of the way things are. We want change and it can't come soon enough. The only thing that we're lacking is the willpower, hence the Ten of Swords. So, and I feel very self-sabotaging with this, because even if it's someone keeping you trapped in a situation, when the devil shows, it's still a good indication to say, you can get out of this, but you're holding yourself back by not. So that's why I say very self-sabotaging with that card. So this is what's coming in. Also the Seven of Swords. Someone could steal from you. We may not be 100% alert. We may try to run away. That could also be, something that's going on here. Run away from our problems, I kind of want to say. Again, not a good idea. Running away from your problems creates self-sabotage. Here is the main advice. This is the Hermit. And the Hermit's carrying the star in his lantern. And I see the star in the lantern, the star in the tarot. So there's always hope. And the Hermit's there to sort of say, back away to realise where you want to go. Don't do everything all in one go. You don't necessarily have to be a hermit, but you do have to take a step back to figure out what you want. Because if you don't have a clear picture of what you want, and you try to break away from this, what are you going to be left with to occupy your time better? Or to take your mind off of having to get over this or grieve over this or whatever? You know, the Hermit needs you to just drift away at this point, just to realise what you're going to do. So I've got you deserve love, and I'm being told not to pull anymore. You do deserve love, Cancer, and you are lovable. And I know Cancers are some of the most genuine, caring, wonderful people I've ever known in my life. You know, but they are so naive, it's unbelievable. And that is where the letdown is. You know. And I think it's that naivety here, that you can't do any better than what you've got. Well, if you keep saying you can't, you're never gonna. If we change the perception a little bit, take some time out to change your perception that this can get better with willpower intact. This is like a cry to someone. It's like a cry to give help to someone. It's not, you know, it's like a cry, it's like Spirit's cry to give help to someone here who really needs it. This can be changed around. You just need some willpower. I think the silver lining here, Cancer, is it ain't over. Your life ain't over. This situation can be over so that your life can begin again. Whatever this means for you personally, come into this and it resonating, this can get better, but the onus is on you to get the ball rolling. No more knights in shining armour, no more heroes, no more saviours. Be your own hero. Right, I think I'm done with that. Let's move on to Pisces. That was very intense. If anybody really does need some more spiritual help, if you are going through any serious situation like that, feel free to email me. You will have my utmost support and sympathy for whatever you're going through. I may sound harsh in my readings, but when it comes to personal stuff, sometimes just someone to offer good advice helps. Right. And I think Spirit and myself are the ones to do it. Otherwise, if you've got good friends around you that are telling you the same kind of advice, listen to them. Let's move on, Pisces. Right, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces. That was a very quick shuffle. So, what we've got for Pisces? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Wonderful. The Page of Swords. The Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Justice in the upright. The Four of Wands reversed. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So, Pisces, if you're dealing with air signs, fire or water, seems like these messages are for you. So I've got a turn of good luck for the better, Pisces. Absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, these two tend to be love related. And I do have the Knight of Cups along with the Three of Cups. I want to say, Pisces, if you have got a friend who something's brewing, maybe you're waiting on to make a move, I'd say maybe it's around this time, maybe coming into the beginning of December, that something happens. I'm seeing an offer, I'm seeing a loving message. Maybe someone's already been sending you loving messages, maybe you're the one that's on fucking guard. And everything's fair, everything's just, everything's right. Lessons are being learned from the past so we don't repeat them. Maybe that's why there's been maybe a bit of a drag in getting a ball rolling here, love-wise. And then we've got this Page of Wands, and this is like nice, passionate communication. It's an offering, you know. It's a very humble offering in terms of loving messages. Kind of want to say this may be a scenario if you've got a friend who, or a work colleague or whatever, and something's been brewing but nothing's really happened. I kind of want to say someone bites a bullet here. Someone bites a bullet. It's that short and sweet, Pisces. So, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles in the... I see why this is complicated now. So, whoever this is, this feels like a work colleague, and this to me, in love terms, and don't forget I take the surrounding cards into consideration here, you don't want to be on your own. We do want a relationship. We're more than happy to continue flirting with this person, I want to say. But because there are work ties going on here, or possibly even family ties because of the Queen of Pentacles, so, you know, it could be like a friend of a brother or a friend of a sister or something. We're not quite prepared to take that sort of move towards because we're too afraid of the repercussions for either work or family ties, and we want to wait just a little bit longer. And that's just telling me what you plan to do, or what you should do, is just wait a little longer. So, I have got deception. Hence, I feel like it's the family and the work tie with that. I don't feel like it's anything bad, and that's why. True love. I'm being told to stop there, Pisces. So, I've got this true love scenario, but if anything happened, it'd either have to be kept secret through work or secret through the family, and we don't want to deceive anyone. So we're prepared to try and establish more of a friendship here as opposed to just jumping in. But you know they're there. They know you're there. You don't want to be on your own, and you're not going to be. That is crazy. That is so specific. If you're going through that and you want a personal reading, fucking email me. That is batshit crazy. And look, true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So you've got a lot to look forward to. But I totally agree. Deceiving matters of the family or work is definitely not what you want to do. So I agree. If that's your thinking, or that's their thinking, that's the right way to think, because we don't want to deceive anyone. It's got to be open, it's got to be fair, but we've also got to make sure it's worth it before we go into that. So, like I say, that was pretty positive, the Pisceans, and obviously you can rest assured that it's real. So, can't possibly resonate for all of you, but for those that are going through that situation, you've got quite a bit to look forward to, I'd say. So then, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. Like I say, if anyone wants a personal reading, feel free to email me. I do have a special offer on at this time. So my 20-minute readings, they are pre-recorded, but they're only £10 at the moment, and with every 20-minute purchase for £10, you also get a free entry into a prize draw to win a 40-minute live reading with me. Okay, so, and that the draw will take place at the end of the month. You can find my information video on my channel, which was obviously posted today, so you should be able to check the date on that and have a look, and email me if you want to opt in and get a 20-minute pre-recording in the meantime. But for now, I'll leave it there, and I wish you all the best for the rest of November, and I'll see you next month. Take care, bye bye.